Well, Superman came about because both Joe Shuster and I were great science fiction fans back in the 1930s. And to fill you in a little on the beginning of it all, one night, as has been mentioned in past stories, ideas kept coming to me, and I kept getting up again and again during the night and just jotting down these ideas and these scripts until very early the next morning I dashed over to Joe's house, which is about 10 blocks away. I showed him the script of Superman, the entirely new concept in which there would be a meek, mild-mannered reporter, Clark Kent, Lois Lane, who scorned him, but who flipped over Superman, not knowing that Superman and Clark Kent were one and the same person. Now, you want to stay? You want to stay with your reaction?
Well, I was very, very excited about the whole idea. I just took on the same enthusiasm. I thought it was a terrific idea, and we went right to work right then and there.
You sat down at the drawing board, and you began designing the way the characters would look,
Yeah, we
right?
spent the entire day working on it, all afternoon, and we at the drawing board, Jerry and I, and
now I remember that the matter of the costuming of Superman came up, and I remember two suggestions I made to you. One, that the letter S be on his chest.
Right,
as
I wanted
a symbol.
to give him a skin-tight costume to show up his physique, for one thing, and then Jerry suggested putting on
a cape.
A cape,
so that when the character zoomed through the air, would give more action and movement to the character.
Make it look like he's really flying. And very, very
And of
colorful.
course, you added all those additional things like the boots and the belt and the and the whatever.
I wanted to make it as simple as possible.
And what about Clark Kent?
Well, both Joe and I, wear glasses, most of the times, and it occurred to me that there was no adventure comic strip hero at that time who wore glasses, so I thought it would be quite different to have Clark Kent wear glasses, and also the wearing of glasses gives the impression of meekness and mildness, which goes into Harold Lloyd, the influence of Harold Lloyd on us and his movies. We were both great movie fans, and we especially loved some of those movies in which Harold Lloyd would start off as a sort of mama's boy, being pushed around, kicked around, thrown around, and then suddenly would turn into a fighting whirlwind.
Did you look in the mirror and sort of think,
many times for expressions, yeah. For facial expressions, I did look in the mirror. Oh, yes. That was part of it. That was part of the fun.
Can you show us what the original Superman looked like?
Here's the pencil sketch of the original Superman. That was the first cover of the Superman book. That was 1939.
And is that how it actually appeared?
Yeah, that's how he appeared. See?
Right. You were saying that some of the Superman poses. How did you get them?
Yes, I was a great fan of Douglas Fairbanks, and so was Jerry. And I tried to use his stance, the way Douglas Fairbanks looked in the Black Pirate, with hands on his hips, and this Robin Hood, and the Mark of Zorro, and all of those. He had this marvelous attitude, which Jerry and I agreed.
Well, in writing the script, I had Douglas Fairbanks very much in mind, and the athletic stunts that he did too. So, the influence of Douglas Fairbanks was not only in the art, but also in the visual action.